Hey guys, Dale and Dawn Calvert here. I'm Dawn and Dale will be here in just a few minutes. We're going to do things a little different tonight. We've got a huge crowd here and Dale is going to be sharing some exciting information with you tonight. It's a new technology that's going to drive customers to your business. We've got people from all over the world. It's a record-setting crowd, I'll tell you, for a summer webinar for Calvert Marketing Group. So welcome everyone. If you could, you'll see a chat box over to your right. If you could just let us know what type of business you're in. You may be a realtor, you may be in advertising, wellness industry, financial planning, retail, restaurants, advertising, whatever it may be. If you could just type that in over to the right, that would give us some insights because I know we've got some people from different walks of life here tonight from different industries. If at any point tonight, like I said, we've got a huge crowd tonight, but if you at any point lose your broadcast, if you simply hit the refresh button at the top of your browser, that usually rectifies the situation. It's usually something to do with internet speed. So again, if you lose your video, your sound, just hit the refresh button and hopefully that will resolve your issue. So let's see, we have lots of people. We have Jeff, who's an author, Lewis, who's in financial services, Mary, who's in health and wellness, Judy, who's network marketing, Sue from network marketing, Wally from wellness, Mark Tattleman, he's in the wine business, health and wellness. Got a travel person here, welcome. We've got an author. Awesome. Like I said, Dale's going to be here in just a second. I'm going to get things set up here for him, and then we will get rolling.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you being with us. I think it's right at 9 o'clock, so we like to start on time. I appreciate you being here with us tonight. I know a lot of you, I know most of you I don't. We got a huge crowd. I'm going to cover some exciting information. I would recommend that you turn off all distractions and really key in tonight. I normally don't say that. I would make sure you have something where you can take notes. And stay with me tonight because I am fired up about what I'm getting ready to share with you. We're going to share with you tonight, no matter what kind of business you're in. And I see we have a lot of people from a lot of different businesses. We're going to share with you a brand new customer generation technology that will spread like wildfire. I believe first through the network marketing direct sales profession and then the small business entrepreneurial markets around the world. Those of you that have not had the pleasure of meeting, have never been on one of these webinars before, we do a webinar every Thursday night, but tonight is totally different. Normally we key in on the network marketing business model, which I'll explain more in a few minutes. But if you don't know me, here's what I always believe you should ask yourself, who is this person and why am I listening to them? And I can tell you, for me, at this point in my life, a small family circle is the most important thing to me in my life. My time is the most valuable asset that I have, just like yours is. And my focus really is on grandkids and my wife and my parents and my wife's parents and a small circle of family friends. From a business perspective, my name again is Dale Calvert. I've been an entrepreneur all my life. I started my first business when I was 14 out of my parents' home. It was a mail order business. When I was 20, I found the network marketing profession, and I always viewed it as a personal development program with a compensation plan attached. It changed my life. When I found the network marketing business model, I was living in this little tiny 600 square foot home you see, and I was driving this beat up Chevette. And because of network marketing and the profession and a lot of great people that I had the opportunity to work with, you can see right here, I don't know if you can tell, but there's a plaque right here and it says never forget. And this frame, this picture actually hung in my home here in Central Kentucky. This is just a picture outside the home this is me, a couple of people that I worked with at the time that were on our team. And the plaque said, never forget. And long story short, I got involved in the network marketing profession when I was 20 years old in 1980, long time ago. I retired at age 39 from building teams after making millions of dollars, but more importantly, helping a lot of people do really, really well. I believe that the network marketing profession really is based upon how many other people that you help. You can have anything in life you want if you help enough other people get what they want. The great Zig Ziglar said it first. So today, Dawn and I, which you had the opportunity to meet Dawn earlier, we operate 4 different primary businesses. We have a small staff of 10 people that work with us on our team. My primary focus the last couple of years has been network marketing support services. For the first time ever in my career, we do training, consulting, coaching, corporate trainer for different companies, different people, different individuals. That's been my focus the last couple of years. It's been my bread and butter since we retired from building teams. It was not something I ever intended on doing. It just kind of happened. And it's been awesome for us. We've been able to travel around the world because of network marketing support services. That's our primary business. We also have a couple businesses in the collegiate market. I'm also a best-selling author on Amazon. We have D&D Publishing, which is a publishing company. We have different authors around the world that write for us. And then we have a fun business called Mary Collector. Dawn is major into Hallmark ornaments and Christmas, and we buy big collections, and we do that together. The last quarter of the year is really spent on that and our collegiate markets the most. So I just say all that to say this. I've been around the block a few times. And what I'm getting ready to share with you is something that I hope you'll take a serious look at. I know most of you are going to immediately see what I see and what a lot of other people see, but it's exciting, it's brand new, and you're majorly on the front end. So if no matter what kind of business that you have, this can help you in your business. And the concept, the idea is called proximity marketing. Any business-minded person who's willing to invest their time and on a webinar like this tonight, I know will sell their self on how this can be a profit, how they can profit from this new tech. And again, 99% of people aren't even aware it even exists or know anything about it. I'm just going to share with you a couple of concepts, ideas, and I'm going to try to pull this together for you the very best I possibly can. But if we go through any Walmart in the world, the shelves are filled with products that were initially brought to the market through MLM companies. And most of them are nutritional, and that's the way it's kind of always been. And we can go back to shark cartilage, which you can buy at Walmart, and pycnogenol and chromium picolinate, and the list goes on and on and on and on. Network marketers traditionally have identified awesome products, made them mainstream, and then traditional retail has kind of jumped on board. That's kind of been the process over the last 30 plus years since I've been involved in this profession. I sincerely believe that some of you are going to remember this night in your entrepreneurial career for the rest of your life. I sincerely feel like I'm sharing how to buy Google stock at $10 a share. Now, I was lucky enough to buy Google stock at $10 a share because I had a young man that was a genius, computer genius that worked for me way back when. And he kept talking to me about Google and telling me about Google as a search engine when only Yahoo and Alta Vista were search engines. And he kept talking about this Google thing. But I missed Bitcoin 3 years ago. I missed it. It's like you can invest in Bitcoin like you can gold. And I knew that, and I knew it was going to be strong. And I knew better, but I let it pass me by because I simply didn't think I had the time to do the due diligence that I wanted to do. Every business consists of core fundamentals. I love the show The Prophet, and The Prophet talks about people, products, process. What's process? Systems. But every business, I don't care what kind of business you're in, there's just core fundamentals. Whether you're a realtor, a restaurant owner, it doesn't matter. There's core fundamentals in every single business. I'm also a huge Shark Tank fan. And the bottom line, when you watch episodes or when it comes to any business, is what your customer acquisition cost. How much does it cost to get someone through your door or to click on your website? And it's real simple. If your average customer order is $100 and you make 50%, that's $50, and you can get customers through your door for $25, how many customers do you want? As many as possible. It all comes down to math, guys, and knowing your numbers and understanding the law of averages as it relates to any kind of business. Now, network marketing is a little bit different because the real product, in my opinion, in network marketing is people, and it's about the development of teams and development of people. But as I talk about in the 5 core fundamentals, those of you that have been on these webinars, normally you've heard it 1,000 times. If you haven't heard it, you want to review it or take a look at it, you can when we're done tonight. It's at dalecalvert.com/core. But core system number 5, and what we've taught for years, and again, I'm talking to network marketers, but it relates to the network marketing profession. But every business model has core fundamentals. And core fundamental 5 in network marketing is lead generation. And many of you have heard me talk about many times that over the years, technology creates new ways for all businesses to create leads. Technology always has and always will provide new ways for business owners to generate leads. Early adapters always win the biggest. And I know tonight, many of you will take advantage of what we're going to be sharing with you because you understand trend and timing. Some of you remember, like I do, when there was 3 TV stations. 3, and they were black and white. They were black and white TV. I remember the first color TV, like many of you probably do. Maybe not that many, but some of you do. Okay, now here's my point. Cable TV and all this produced multiple channels, which gave individuals the right to, small businesses, the opportunity to advertise in their local markets because of cable. A small business wasn't going to advertise on NBC or CBS or ABC, but the expansion in cable gave a lot of opportunities to small businesses. There was a time when all salespeople used flip books, presentations. That was replaced with VHS, and I could go on and give you all kinds of examples. Fax on demand was a technology that helped a lot of people because they could send product sheets and applications. People could get them on demand over the internet with fax on demand systems. You didn't have to personally fax it to them. They just put in the code and they could request what documents they want. Of course, the internet and social media changed the game in more ways than we can even talk about. Here's the reality. This is where the world is, and this is where your customers are. That's where we are in society around the world right now. Many of you are watching this tonight on your smartphone. You downloaded the Crowdcast app and you're watching it on your phone. That's where the world is, and that's where your customers are. People are constantly pitching me on products, business ideas, softwares, and technology all the time. Very little gets my attention for more than 30 seconds because I've understood over the years, and I learned this the hard way, that you have to say no to a lot of good ideas so you have time for the great ones. What I'm sharing with you tonight is the most powerful lead generation technology since the internet. And really, it's even more powerful because it's automatic. Automatic is a word I'm going to be talking about, and it's something I want to really communicate tonight. I've been aware of bot technology for about 8 to 10 months, been reading and studying it because I believe it is the future of marketing. About 6 months ago, we added a push notification where people could sign up for push notifications through one of our sites, actually 2 of our sites. And some of you are watching this tonight because you received a push notification that it was going to happen. We also, a month or so ago, we added live website chat bots, customer bots to 3 of our websites where people, if they have a question, they can actually ask a live person that can respond to them. Again, guys, this is all new technology. The technology I'm getting ready to share with you tonight, I became aware of it in the last 90 days, multiple times, but it was too early. It wasn't proven yet. Honestly, tonight, it's still extremely, extremely early. But on 6/8 of this month, what is that? A few days ago, 6/8, I discovered that it was working, that it was in the marketplace, and it had been working for 2 or 3 weeks. And I got totally wrapped up in it and had no intentions of it. I honestly had seen it a few times prior and forgot about it. But when I realized it's in the market, it's working, it's producing leads and sales for people, I got excited and I started looking. I sincerely believe that every network marketer, direct sales leader will know about this by the end of this year and the entire small business world within 3 years. Now, this is why it got my attention. One of our businesses is wildcatgifts.com. Those of you that know me know that I'm a huge University of Kentucky fan. Always have been. It's in my blood. I'm from Kentucky. We bleed blue here. And my thought was, when I first saw this, is how can I get in front of all these people? Here's my market right here. Rupp Arena, Commonwealth Stadium, which is now called Kroger Field. How can I get in front of those people? Because that's my market. And then I thought, well, I'm going to hire someone to work a booth or put a table or vendor box, rent that at the stadiums and at the Coliseum. What am I going to do? How can I get in front of the prime market that I knew and know are for my business? And every time I've gone to a game, we take hands full of drop cards, but obviously that's just a tiny drop in the bucket. And how can I get in front of more of these people cost effectively? So that's what put me down this path. And then I started thinking, what if I could send a text or some kind of notification to everybody that's sitting in the stadium? Because what do people do? This is important. What do people do prior to an event? Whether it's a concert, a soccer game, any kind of sports game, waiting for fireworks, wherever people are congregated and waiting for an event to happen, what do? they're flipping through their phone. There's no question about that. There's no question about that. So how can I get in front of these people? The technology we're going to share with you tonight is in the market right now. They're little beacons. They look like this. They go on your keychain, and they're available. They're being used right now to create website clicks, leads, visitors to boutiques and small businesses and customers. Right now, they're being used in the market. Now, here's the way they basically work. Your notification, my notification, can appear on every single Android phone within 100 yards with their Bluetooth turned on. I didn't understand it. I've done my own independent research, but that's 55% of the market. 55% of the market in the United States, 80% of the market in the world. In the world, use Android technology. And we can get our messages to them automatically. Automatically. So tonight, in a nutshell, I'm going to give you an overview of really the most exciting technology that I have seen. And the reason is because, again, the word for me, automatically. Automatically. It's called a SurveyGo. It's a wireless broadcast device. Again, it fits on your key ring. You decide what promotional message and website link you want to broadcast. You can send out a promotional message up to 40 characters. And then when people click, you can direct them to a website. The Go broadcasts your message and a link to Android devices within 100 yards using a technology called Google Nearby Technology notifications. So basically, each unit has a serial number. Once you're a member, you go to your back office and you identify the unit and you type in a 40-character headline such as Wildcat Gift Sweepstakes, and then they'll say click here, and I can send them to a page that's promoting the sweepstakes offer or whatever I want to promote. Whatever you can imagine. That technology is right now in the marketplace. So in the back office, this is what it looks like. Like here's an example of a message, and then so this is what they would see, and then this is, you just type in the link where you want them to go. If you're a realtor, you can see the message there says, hey, it's Kevin. You can say, hey, it's Kevin, and people click, and you can send them to a YouTube video. It says, hey, this is Kevin. I'm a realtor here in the Central Kentucky market, and I would love to help you find a home or sell your home. And I appreciate you taking a look at this video. This is the kind of new cutting edge technology that we use to help you as a customer or client. If I owned a restaurant, I could say, imagine this. Somebody comes into an area like in Marietta, there's a place called Marietta Square. Okay, and there's all kinds of restaurants and music places and just all kinds of different shops in a square, like a lot of towns have these town squares. Imagine somebody comes into the square, and I have a taco restaurant, and they look at their notifications, and it says Marietta Square, or free taco at Marietta Square or whatever, and they click, and I say, hey, this is Dale. You're real close to me right now. I operate Dale Tacos. We're over in the southwest corner of the square. Come by, show me this notification. I'll give you a free taco, whatever. And again, I'm not going to go down this road tonight because I'll be down it all night, because that's, my mind's just exploded with this. But bottom line, I bought 8 of these immediately because I thought, if nothing else, I'll give them to 8 family members who live in Kentucky, and wherever they go on a daily basis, they can promote our sweepstakes for Wildcat Gifts. And I also thought, well, I have one sister-in-law that's stuck in Atlanta traffic daily, works in a large office complex. I'll give her one to put in her purse, because through D&D Media, we do sell a book as well as the audible version of a book called Haunted Georgia. And I'm thinking, if somebody that lives in Atlanta area looks on their phone and it says, "Is Georgia haunted?" and they click, how many books do I have to sell, or how many audible downloads do I have to create in a 30-day period to make this extremely profitable? And again, this is just my first two thoughts. I can promise you I've had hundreds since then, but that's the technology. Now, again, it's called a survey a go. So what does this mean to you? The majority of you are network marketers. Not all of you, but the majority are involved in direct sales network marketing. Now, imagine your 40-character message going to every Android phone within 100 yards when you're at a ball game or wherever you are. You know, you can say drink tea and lose weight, or I lost 19 pounds, or cryptocurrency insights, create health and wealth, lose weight, make money, need more energy, California entrepreneurs, essential oils buzz, career frustrated, that's a great one. If you're in traditional business, hey, it's Dale, and you're a realtor, you're a you cut hair in a beauty salon, whatever you can come up with. The possibilities are endless. You could have one that says "Time to sell your home?" ? Free lemonade. Imagine there's all these restaurants. People come into an area, there's a bunch of restaurants, and there's free lemonade at Charlie's. And, you know, so you have people come in and say, "Show me your, hey, this is Charlie. I own Charlie's restaurant. You're real close to me. Come in, show me this notifications on your phone. I'll give you a free glass of lemonade. You might want to try an appetizer while you're here." Okay. Again, guys, the possibilities are beyond endless. Discount travel. I saw this on a video, people using this exact same technology. The company sent people to Disneyland, and I think there was 3 or 4 people walking around Disneyland, and they created 700 leads in one day. I can't. Side gig income, take a free tour, dorm room cash. Imagine if you have a child in college, then they put this on their backpack and it just says dorm room cash, and you send them to, if you're involved in network marketing, direct sales, drink coffee, lose weight. Again, it's endless, etc., etc., etc. So just imagine you have this unit that's putting your message in the marketplace, while you or someone you know is walking in your local mall, stuck in traffic, in a coffee shop, at a kid's play, our soccer field, at ball games, flea markets, farmers markets, movie theaters, sitting in church, fairs, carnivals, Disney World. Do you know anybody that's a truck driver? Or just you carrying around in your day-to-day activities? Creates leads, and again, daily. And here's the key word. This is the key, most important word: automatically. Automatically. They don't have to ask you about anything. You don't have to say a word. You don't have to say a word. You get on the airplane. There's 120 people on the flight. 55% of them have Android. What are they doing when they're sitting on the plane? They're running through their phone. I heard somebody said they sponsored 11 people with this. So it's unbelievable what can happen. How much is one customer worth to you in your business? What about the repeat business? What about the referrals that person can create for you? How much is one distributor worth? If they join you, what kind of fast start, quick start bonuses are available to you if you're involved in network marketing? What about the duplication factor? What about if they lead you to somebody that becomes a 6-figure earner on your team? Like all advertising, one person can pay for all the advertising you do the rest of your career in network marketing. I believe that, seen it, experienced it. In the 5 core fundamentals, I talk about launch. And after you launch, then create at least 5 ways to create leads in your local market. this is a way to do it automatically in your local market. I used to give new people, every time we enrolled them, a stack of 100 drop cards where they could put their code on it. If you had 8 of these and you sponsored 8 people in the next couple of months or next week, what if you gave all new people one of these to carry with them for a month? And again, I could go down so many roads with this. It's just really hard for me to imagine any business that needs customers, any business, not jumping on this new technology. The normal monthly rate for a unit is $49. It's a very simple process. They do allow you to order up to 8 units. When they're shipped, go online and you'll see whether it's being processed or it's on its way to you. And when they're being shipped, you can go online and enter a headline and a link to your Play One or to whatever website you want. I've seen videos, stories of people that literally, from the time they were shipped to when they received them en route, through the mail, through the post office, they created 200 website clicks in transit from the time they left, because when they leave, they're programmed to you, and you can go in on your site and submit where you want that, what you want the 40 characters to say and what website you want to send them to. Carry it with you everywhere you go. Give them to your family to carry. Real simple. All Android phones within 100 yards with Bluetooth turned on will receive your notification. They have a 2-year battery life. You do not turn them on and off. 2-year battery life, and the company replaces them free of charge over the lifetime. Battery goes 2-year battery life. It's not working. The company replaces it. Lifetime replacement. They're working on iOS technology, which is Apple, the iPhone. But again, guys, you know, I had somebody tell me that I always thought was extremely intelligent. Actually told me, Dale, if it worked on iPhone, I would want to do it. And I thought to myself, so you're telling me that you would rather have the opportunity to penetrate 45% of the market instead of 55% of the market. Is that what you're saying? They are working on iOS technology. The challenge right now, from what I've heard, is it drains the battery too quickly. So they're working on that. That's coming in the future. What this does, no matter what kind of business you're in, it simply helps you get through more numbers daily, automatically. That's the key to this whole thing, guys. It helps you get your message in the marketplace, which what every small business owner is trying to do. And it does it where your customers are. They're living, looking at their phones. That's the coolest thing about this. They don't have to log on the internet. It's right where they are all day long. Android's 80% of the world market. We have people tonight from all over the world. We have people that have already got involved with us all over the world because, again, it works all over the world. It's really a no-brainer for network marketers, for real estate agents, restaurant owners, all small business owners who want more customers. Now, one of the reasons I wanted to get this out broad to everybody tonight is until July 1st, they have a special offer on these units. One is usually $49 a month. Right now, it's $25 a month. 3, I don't remember what 3, I think 3 is normally $99 a month. Right now, it's $49 a month for 3 units. And then 8 units is $99 a month. And if you look at that, it's $12.50 a unit. So that's why I bought 8. I don't need to create a lot of customers with anything to recoup $12.50 per unit. And again, I understand the compounding effect of a customer, and I really understand the compounding effect of somebody in direct sales network marketing that wants to replace their current income and really build something significant. So that's the pricing as of right now. And before we go any further tonight, I just need to ask you a question. And I'm so serious about this. See, here's the deal for me. When I saw this, it's like everybody that I work with through network marketing support services, which has been my focus the last couple of years, everybody that I work with can benefit from this, and they're all going to hear about it. And I knew that. I knew that this is going to sweep through every network marketing company because it's so valuable, and then not just network marketers, but every traditional business owner, restaurant owners, the list goes on and on. So if this makes sense for you, and I hope it does, is $25 a month. Now, for one unit, let me explain, there's some other fees. You pay the first month and the last month activation fee. First month, last month, $25. There's a $30 setup fee. So to get these units, it doesn't matter if you order 1, 3, or 9 or 8. It's a $30 setup fee plus the first month and last month activation, and you have yours ordered. There's really kind of two kinds of people at this point. To date, I've personally got this in front of 106 entrepreneurs. 84 have ordered beacons. I have never seen anything like this, but I, in general, hang out with pretty logical thinking, entrepreneur-minded people in general. So that's the facts right there on the screen. I'm not going to say it if it's not true. And honestly, if I wasn't saying it, I wouldn't believe what I just said. If I was you, I wouldn't believe me. But it's true. Don can confirm it. 106 people, 84 have ordered beacons. Some of you are ready to go. Here's what I need you to do. Go contact the person that sent you to this presentation. Some of you may be watching the recording. Some of you are with us live. Go to them. Say, I want to order the beacons. I need the link. Get their link. If some of you try to be slick or cool and say, and Joe sent me, Dale, but I'm going to join with the other. I'm going to join with the link you're sharing. It's not going to help you at all, I promise, and you'll be moved. So just don't play any games here, guys, is what I'm saying. If you need more information, I wrote a whole article here, right here. And again, once you see this, some of you see it right now. I know you see it right now. You see it. Those of you that see it right now, if I sent you here, here's the link to order your units. -CMG. If somebody else sent you here, contact them. Send them a text right now. Say, what's your link? That's my link. If I sent you here, once you go to their link, you'll go to a page like this, and right here it'll say join. When you click join, it'll ask you what country you're in. You let them know what country you're in, and then you let them know how many units, and then you get access to all of this, where you can set up your units and do everything that you need to do to put your messages in after they've been shipped. It'll be processing. That's not the word they use, but something like that until they're shipped. Pretty simple. I tried to answer every single question during that I could so far tonight during the evaluation. When I was looking at this again, I said, all I got to do, how can I figure out how to get this at the top of Rupp Arena somewhere permanently? And again, I was telling Don earlier to that, Marietta Square. I said, I'm going to climb to the top of a tree in Marietta Square and hang one there because they're waterproof. They're waterproof. And there's be 20,000 people on the square during fireworks, and we're during the 4th of July, but we're not going to be there. So again, guys, the possibilities for your business are endless. The bottom line is this is going to be mainstream. Some retailers are paying big bucks for elaborate systems and software that will work inside their store. Big brands like Macy's. Okay, this is going to become mainstream. No question about it. Now, small business owners have the opportunity to access this well, and it just fires me up because I know where this is going. And I hope you see the value for whatever business you're involved with. Whatever it is, I hope you see the value. Now, I'm going to switch gears a little bit. And sincerely, if you don't see the value for your personal business, then I wouldn't even watch the rest of what I'm getting ready to show you. I don't want anything that I say from this point on to compel you to initiate this technology in your business. It's about you building whatever you're building right now. That's what this is about. It either makes sense or it doesn't. And the longer you've been in business and the more you've spent on advertising, I know the more sense it probably makes. If you're a newbie and you just got your insurance agent license, or you're new to whatever business model you're involved with, you just graduated beauty school and you're going to start cutting hair. Okay, this is not a foo-foo dust. This is not, this is not the end all be all the leads you'll ever need. And again, I'll say it again, what I love is it gives you the opportunity to create leads automatically. Back to the hair salon. What if you had a message going out to people that were walking past your salon and it said, free cut when you get color or highlights? Okay, again, I can go on and on and on with this stuff. What's available? Affiliate marketers, can you imagine with ClickBank products? On and on and on and on. Ways that this technology can work. So $25, if it's not, at least if you don't see that, again, I don't want anything that I say from this point on to compel you. And I hope I made myself very clear. I hope you see the value for your business. It makes sense for you to order your units and get started tonight, or it doesn't. Get back with the person that sent you here. If I sent you here, CMG, serviago.com/CMG. If this doesn't make sense, I sincerely apologize, because number one, I know people don't get on these webinars if they're not serious. Okay, looky-loos don't get on webinars. They're watching TV right now. If you say, Dale, it sounds great, but I have some questions, I am going to answer every question before we end tonight. You can type your questions in right below the screen. I'll answer every one I possibly can. But if you don't see it, and you're not going to see it, and yeah, Dale, but this is that, this is spam, this is what, this is this, this is that. You're not going to see it, and you know you're not going to see it, then you can be dismissed. And I really don't know what else to say. And I'm not trying to be dismissive, but really, please get the facts for yourself. Proximity marketing, it's trending. It's going to be unbelievable. 99% of the people don't have a clue, don't know anything about it yet. And at $25 a month, it either makes sense or it doesn't. Because of the timing, there's a huge upside potential to this. There is an income opportunity associated with this technology. For that reason, you will tell every network marketer you know, or they're going to tell you before the year's over. I just know it. I've seen it too many times. I view this as a business-to-business technology with a multi-level commission structure. I'm going to take a drink for 1 second. Give me a second here. Because I understand the value this can bring to entrepreneurs we work with. I sincerely felt obligated. If I don't tell them, somebody else is. I'm going to get the word out. This is just phenomenal. I don't see this as something that people should say, I'm going to build a whole income stream with this. No, I would say stay exactly where you are, do what you're doing, build what you're building. I cannot stress that enough. because 99% of you are involved in traditional network marketing, where it is business being you to consumer, being customer, end user, and it's about building teams. This will help you do that if you're involved in network marketing. If you're involved in any other business, you already can see how this can help you in your business. I believe this technology will explode the last part of this year. It'll be mainstream within most small businesses, advertising campaigns within 2 or 3 years. Again, it's the same thing I've watched happen for over 35 years. It's the same movement, only it's with tech instead of physical products. That's the only difference. I know what network marketers will do with this because they see it, they get it. So it's a business to business with an MLM commission structure. I'm not going to get into a lot of details on this tonight. I'm going to hit the highlights because, again, it's not about how much commission are you going to make. It's about how many customers are you going to drive to your existing business, product, or service. But here's how basically, and again, I'm going to cover just the highlights. And I'll cover a couple of things that are worth really thinking about. The first month a person orders, they have a 25% fast start, quick start, initial order, whatever you want to call it, bonus. You aren't going to get rich with that at all. So if a person orders a $25 a unit for $25, you make 25%, which is what, $6 and something. Okay, if they order 3 for $49, you make 25%. You aren't going to $12.50. You're not going to get rich, but that's the first month, and then you get 10% every month after that. So first month 25%, 10% after that. There's some generational matches, which and other little commissions here and there along the way if people want to really progress and move forward. So the activation fee is $30 whether a person, again, orders 1, 3, or 8. If you want to make money as an affiliate, then there's a $25 monthly affiliate fee, and that covers back office trainings, all this other stuff that, again, this is told pre-launch. They got a lot more stuff coming to help you build your business. So there's a $25 affiliate fee. If you say, Dale, I don't care about being an affiliate, cool. I don't care if you're an affiliate or not either. I just think every small business owner should be using this technology in their business. Honest, that's where I'm coming from. But if you wanted to be affiliate, then one unit tonight, it would be $25, $25, $25, $30 activation fee, $105. If you want 8, it's going to be $99, $99, $30, $25, whatever that adds up to. It was $250 some dollars, if I remember correctly, when I ordered my 8. And yeah, absolutely, I'm going to be affiliate because I know some real estate brokers that every agent in their office should be using this. I know some people that are going to be all over this. Absolutely, I'm going to be affiliate. That's where I was living. Then they have a daily pay check match that you can earn 5 to 25%. Not going to get into that. This is what I want to get into. This is what really got my attention. And it only got my attention, honestly, because of timing. Because I know 99% of the market hasn't heard about this yet. Small business is wide open. And I know that in 3 years it'll be commonplace. And I believe by the end of the year, every network marketer is going to be all over it. So it's timing. It's only because of timing. But they have this daily pay program, and this is based upon your total group volume, and the executive level right here is $300,000 monthly group volume. It pays you $300 a day. Well, that's $9,000. That's $108,000 a year. I did a training with some of the people that we have earlier this week, and I said, look, there's going to be brand new newbies never been involved in sales, marketing, advertising, or anything, that don't know squat, that will start from zero and get to here within 12 months, executive level. I believe that. I sincerely believe that. I can see this. This is $3,000 a month. That's what is that? $90,000 a year. That's over $1 million a year income right there, just with daily pay. Daily pay. So way daily pay. And again, I don't want to spend a lot of time here, but as your organization grows in monthly volume, then they pay you every day based upon how large of an organization you've developed. Okay, how large of an organization you developed. So as your organization grows, your daily pay increases, and it's that simple. So you can see at $10 a day, what is that? 900? Is that 900 a month? Yeah. $10,000. It's not that much. This is what kind of got my attention from the beginning. It was like $4,000 in group volume, and you go on the corporate cruise. Well, when I saw this, and we initially, June 12th, which was 10 days ago, shared this with some of our one-on-one people. When I decided, this is awesome. This is something that everybody's going to do. I'm going to become an affiliate, and I'm going to let people know about this. And I told Dawn, I said, I think by the end of July, we could be at 4,000 easily. I said, easily, we'll be at this, this. And if you get to this level, you go on the cruise. So I said, we're going to go on a cruise this fall. Because I mean, business-minded people see this. So here's my favorite part of this whole comp plan, the way everything's set up. They have a holding tank and placement. So everybody that you share your link with goes into a holding tank. And you have up to 30 days to place them wherever you want to place them. I love that. Some of you that have been around my training for years understand spinning plates, understand I believe in depth. I believe in helping people and stacking people and building depth. And I believe that's where security comes from. So it's all about what I already believe. So you get 25% on anybody that buys through your link, whether you place them in depth or not. You still get 25% when on their initial order, and 10% on the reorders, no matter where you place them. For me, it's all about daily pay. There's absolutely no benefit of keeping everybody high and tight and close to you. You're actually hurting yourself. And here's why. If you go wider than 3, if you enroll more than 3 personally, you don't understand the compensation plan, because this daily pay right here, oh shoot, I was trying to go backwards. This daily pay is based upon your top 3 lines. Your 3, it only takes into consideration your top 3 lines. So anybody that you have, if you have a 4th, 5th, or 6th line, any volume in the smallest 3 is taken away from your daily, from this. And this is where the money is as far as long-term, and only because 99% of the market hasn't heard of it yet. So you do not want to, and under any circumstances, it makes no sense to go wider than 3. So in this example, so let's say I have Joe, that Joe's joining, and Joe goes in my holding tank, and I look and say, okay, Joe joined. So what I can do, let's say I have a line that's all Sue, Joe, Mark, Chris, blah, blah, blah. Then I can take Joe and put him at the bottom of whatever line that is, one of 3 lines that we have. And when I do that, it helps everybody above with the daily pay. Everybody. It helps everybody, because daily pay is based upon 3 groups to infinity, as far as it goes. So to get to this 4,000, it's everybody all the way down to infinity. Everybody. So you can take somebody, you could take Joe, put him here, you still get the 25% on the first month, but you're helping everybody all the way up, because again, the key is to get to here, the daily pay, these levels. Associate, it's just $1,000. We have people that have already done that. 4,000 is senior associate. Once you get there, then that's when that daily pay level, whatever it is, kicks in. And again, I don't want to get into a lot of detail on the comp plan because that's not really it. But bottom line is, you know, I can't see this, but because you guys can see it. The cruise is 25th through the 29th, Royal Caribbean Enchantment of the Sea. Then when it gets back on a Friday, and the company officially launches in Miami that next Saturday. So again, this is just a tool to help people build their traditional business or network marketing business. I've already talked about this. I think there'll be newbies that will do that. When we first introduced this, and I told Don, I said, you know, by the end of July, we'll easily do this. We did that in 72 hours. 72 hours, we qualified for the cruise. So my only game plan tonight, and my only game plan at this point, and please hear me, is tonight is Thursday, June 22nd. Anybody that we invited to be here tonight, and if we didn't invite them and somebody invited you, then they're already part of this team. They're already part of this team. So what we're going to do is the people that join tonight is, you know, so we have 18 people. So let's say 18 people. Then we have 3 lines that we've started. And we're just going to go and just go right straight across, just like this, in the order in which people join tonight. That's what we're going to do. So if 18 people, it's like this one's going to go here, 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 and when this is what we're doing, because we're not. I'm not a dummy. I understand what's going on here, and I'm not going to cut off my nose to spite my face. I sincerely believe that after tonight, that this will take, it's already taken on a life of its own, but after tonight, the number of people we have on here, it's going to really take a life of its own. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. The people that joined tonight, that's how we're stacking. So I'm just telling you so you know. Some of you think, well, Dale, I just don't have time to think about anything else, do anything else. I get that. I get it 100%. But I also learned something, and I learned it the hard way. You have to say no to many really good ideas so you have time for the great ones. You have to. We've got a Facebook page set up. It's at dndteamtraining.com. I just want to mention this. After you get started, you get your units ordered, you contact the person that brought you here tonight, invited you to be with us, and you can go here and click this button right here, and you'll be notified of our trainings and things that we will be doing in the future. We also are in the process, there's another link down here, of setting up a private Facebook page for people with us that kind of have the vision for this. Guys, I don't know from this point. Here's my plan. Here's what I'm doing. At the time that we're doing this live, we leave tomorrow. I have an event for a company that we're a corporate trainer for in Austin, Texas, on Saturday. We come back on Sunday night, kind of late, and between Sunday and Monday, our plan is to get people that are in our holding tank stacked in the order in which I just told you that we were going to do it. For those that come tonight. If you're watching a replay, if you're watching this in the future, I can pretty much assure you, anybody that's sending you to this presentation to watch, this is how they're going to build it, because it makes the most sense. Most common questions. I want to cover those as quick as I can. Royalty. Royalty was the initial, royalty owns the software for a company called Royalty, which is an affiliate program. That's what I was originally looking at. I didn't really like the website. Everything seemed cumbersome for me. I didn't really understand what was going on. I didn't feel good about it. Acervia owns or has a contract with Royalty for the exclusive multi-level commission. They're the only person that can market this through a multi-level commission. Acervia is really more of a affiliate program where you can share it with one person and make a commission. They don't have daily pay, that type of thing. And again, guys, it doesn't matter to me one way or the other. The product costs the same. It's the same technology. But I personally believe what I've shared with you, that this is going to explode and in 3 years be common. When that happens, if you're on the front end of it, I would much rather be getting paid through a multi-level commission structure than a one-time sale affiliate commission structure. And that's just the way I see it. So that's all I really know what to say on that. Spam. Some people say, well, Dale, isn't that spam? Aren't these messages going to be going off on people's phone, blah, 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 blah? No, they're not. It goes to their notifications. They can turn their notifications off anytime they choose to, and they have to have their Bluetooth turned on. When you start doing the research on this, consumers are loving this because they walk into Macy's and they can get 75% off the bathing suit or the towel set or whatever. So no, it's not spam. It doesn't just pop up on their phone. Again, you're within 100 yards of them. If they leave that area, it's no longer on their phone. Okay, it's gone. So again, if you have a restaurant, you're in a square, you're in a stadium, whatever, there's different techniques and ideas to maximize this technology, but it's not spam. Some people have told me, Dale, everybody in my company needs to know about this, but I'm afraid if I tell them, I'm cross-recruiting. I don't know what to tell you about that. If they're on your personal team, I wouldn't worry about it too much, but you got to make your own decision on that. But I would want everybody on my personal team using this. So if I was in XYZ company, I would enroll a friend of mine in ABC company and let that friend tell everybody on my team to get these so they can start creating customers and leads, and we can grow our business automatically. This will help grow the business automatically. That's all I know to say about that. Dale, should I enroll as a customer or affiliate? It's up to you. I think everybody should be a customer, no question. If you have a business, you should be a customer because this will help you create leads automatically. If you say, well, Dale, I could create a secondary income stream. I know somebody in real estate. I know a lot of small business owners. I could take this just to people on Main Street in my community, and most of the businesses are going to want to jump on this. And I could do that a day when I don't have anybody to follow up with in my traditional business, then become an affiliate. It's up to you. Verticals. My thought and my belief is after tonight, network market, boom. And I am looking at different verticals, and I'm looking at what other markets do I want to go into, because I'm not looking at this like long term. Where's this going to be in 3 years? That's all I really care about. Once you get your message in, if you want to change it, you can. It takes about 24 hours for it to propagate. So if you change it and you're going to a 4th of July celebration, you say happy 4th of July or whatever, it takes about 24 hours, so you have to plan a little bit in advance. Ship time, when I first heard about this, they said the ship time was 7 to 10 days. Now corporate is saying 2 weeks. This is really starting to grow, guys. No question about it. Every Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning Eastern, corporate does updates. If you can't make it, they're recorded. You can watch them in the back end of your website when you join. Again, the pre-launch, official launch is in Miami, September 30th. If I sent you here tonight, or anybody sent you here tonight, this is my link. If I didn't send you here, whoever contacted you, contact them, get their link. I would definitely lock in your spot, because whoever sent you here is going to do what we just shared with you. They're going to build 3 straight down. You're early in the game. As I mentioned, Sunday, Monday, we are going to take everybody out of our holding tank, get the lines established. Once you enroll tonight, you'll have your own link that you can send people to. It will be aservia.com/ whatever your username is. Again, ours is CMG. Whatever your username is, you can send people there and they can enroll on that page that I showed you earlier where it says join now. You can share a replay of this webinar with every network marketer and business owner you know. It will be up tonight within 1 hour after we end at MLMhelp.com/622, because it stands for June 22nd. MLMhelp.com/622. Everybody, this will be up within an hour. You can share it with every network marketer you ever know. How many units should I start with, Dale? It doesn't matter. The only thing is the $30 activation fee is per order, not per unit. So I started with 8, quite frankly, because I had a lot of ideas, ways I could use it, and I knew I would think of a lot more. And if nothing else, like I said earlier, I can give it to 8 members of my family that live in Kentucky and promote one website. Now I'm seeing thinking about multiple ways to use this. So that's why I ordered 8. It's the same $30. It's the same $30 activation fee. That's per order. Again, I bought 8 immediately. I've already talked about that. Haunted, Georgia. I knew I should have bought Bitcoin 3 years ago. I missed Bitcoin, and I knew better, but I was just too busy. That's my only fear tonight. I know we have a lot of very busy business owners, entrepreneurs, and that's my only fear, is that you're just too busy. You can't be too busy for this. You have to say no to a lot of good ideas so you have time for the great ones. So I hope you'll get with the person that sent you here and get started tonight. Go to our Facebook page. We'll be doing team trainings from time to time from this point on. The person that I found to enroll me does question and answer sessions every single night of the week. So that was my criteria. I'm looking for somebody that's going to give good support, great support, because we travel a lot. There's our website. If somebody else invited you, get their link. When you go, you'll see a page like this. Click the Join Now button, and I hope you'll do it tonight. I really do. Get your link. The replay's at MLMhelp.com/622. Now, if you've got questions, you can type them right below this screen, and I'm going to answer some questions. Just give me a second to take a drink of water and bring the camera back up. Oh, shoot. I hope I didn't. Oh, good. I just knew that I'd messed up. Okay. Let's see what we got here, guys. I'm fired up about this, if you guys can tell. It's going to help so many people. It's not the foo-foo dust. It's no foo-foo dust here. It's no foo-foo dust. But, man, it'll help you just do it automatically. Dale, this isn't foo-foo dust, is it? I wouldn't even see that. It's not foo-foo dust. I hope I've made that beyond clear. beyond clear. It comes down to this. How many customers do you need to recoup your investment if you're in any kind of business? Not even considering repeat customers and the duplication factor if you're a network marketer, or the people that will tell other people about your tanning salon or whatever. And it just comes down to that. So if you're in business and you're advertising, Dawn, if you're watching this, that little yellow sheet, you know what I'm talking about, that I pick up all the time. I think it's in there on the coffee table. If you bring that in, if you happen to be watching that, Dawn, because I want to give an example. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, or it's not where I think it is, then forget it, Dawn. No, it's not poo-poo dust. Thank you. Okay, guys, I'm just going to share this. Can you see how you can see this? A lot of communities have these. It's called the weekly paper. The weekly paper. Okay, and you pick it up, and it's like this, and it's in the little stand, you know, when you go outside the restaurants or whatever. I'm addicted to this kind of stuff. I always look at it just for ideas or whatever, and just see who's advertising. I've done it for years. Thrifty Nickels, that type of thing. Well, this is in our area in Georgia, and it's like this dude right here. Okay, here's an insurance agent. Okay, he's paying at least $25 a week. At least $25 a week to be in this paper. Do you think he would be all over this? I mean, it's endless. It's endless. Man, this is all messed up. Okay. It's endless. All right, I'm gonna get through these questions as quick as I can. Will my neighbor or coworkers see my ad every day? How often does it post the same person? That's a great question. If you have it in your house and your neighbors have Bluetooth and they're within 100 yards, it will show up. It would show up every day if they check their notifications. That's why I would have one, and then and the other ones I'm giving to other people. So for me, the power of this is if they don't see it and if they don't click on it, then they'll never see it. They'll look at they'll look at their notifications. What is this? And if they see it every day, they'll probably will click on it eventually. Yeah. Can you sign up as an affiliate down the road? I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can. Hi Dale, what is the time frame to set up a system like Dale? Hi Dale, what is the time frame to set up a system like this for my growing business, and how duplicated is it for a newbie to get new customers on the marketplace? Can this system be used on all types of social media devices? No, only iPhone. Only my mind is, I just don't know how only Android. Only Android. How large of investment and how quickly? That's up to you. I mean, at the least, I hope people will say, Dale, I want one I want to be a customer, and I'm going to order one. And whether you decide to be affiliate or not, none of that matters. I just feel that if you're in business, and whether it's a brick and mortar or home business or whatever, the idea to be able to create leads automatically, clicks to your website automatically is the word, for $25 a month, when I know what this kind of advertising costs and what newspapers cost and what Facebook ads cost and a lot of other advertising media out there that doesn't work. And again, because everybody, guys, everything's going to your phone. That's where people are living. It's real. It's not here. It's not here. I'm calling the owner of this place when I get back to Georgia because he knows it. I can tell. I've been watching him for 3 years. His business now is not what it was 3 years ago. Too many duplicate ads. So he needs something. 2 questions. Are you in this MOM? What about these people that get a hit on their phone and don't like the intrusion? It's not intrusion. It's not intrusion. They have the right to turn it off or turn it on. If it's on and their Bluetooth is on, then they're accepting notifications. So it's not it's not just boom right in their phone, no matter what, right there. That's not how this works. A lot of people think that, and that's a good question, Coach, because I know a lot of people are thinking that. Are you in this MOM? I am promoting this, to every network marketer I know right now, because I believe it will help them build their business. I sincerely don't see this as an MOM. As I said earlier, I see this as a business to business technology. And instead of paying a one-time fee that pays people through a MLM commission structure. That's the way I see it, honestly. That's just that's what it is. That's what it is. I mean, I wouldn't recommend somebody try to build a business with this, because unless they can work hard for 3, 4, 5 years because it's a long game. This is about getting in front of the 99% of the market that's coming. That's the way I look at it. What happened if you lose the beacon? I think it's you just have to buy another one. Is what I'm assume. I really don't know. And I'm going to lose some. I promise you I'm going to lose some, because I'm going to be putting them up in trees and stuff. In certain areas, I mean, I am. They're going to be way up in the top of a tree somewhere on college campuses. And every time they walk, and it's going to say dorm room cash or something. I mean, I can't stop thinking about the possibilities. And see, I'm willing to do what most people aren't willing to do. I mean, I'm willing to go to places in Georgia that were written about in the book we had written called Haunted Georgia, and go to those places and say, and put a beacon up in the middle of a tree somewhere. It cost me $12.50. And say you're walking on haunted ground or whatever. I mean, and again, my problem with this is I have too many ideas, and I got to stay focused on what makes the most sense, because there's just too many ideas. So if I lose one, it costs me $12.50. I'll buy 8 more. It's the way I look at it. And if you have one, put it on your keychain. Put it on your keychain. Put it in your purse. Put it on your backpack. How long a contract do you have to sign in the beginning? It's month to month. You pay $25 up front, or $99 up front, your $30 activation fee. You pay first month, last month, and your activation fee. That's all that you commit for. You can't use it with an iPhone, Stella, not right now. You can't. And 55% of the market is Android. They're working on the iPhone to make it make sense, but right now you can't. Hi, Dale, can this get people to come into my fantasy portrait studio for a free shoot and a free print? That's Perfect, perfect, perfect for that. And see, I don't know what your average, what you make per sale, but it's real simple. And all you have to do is think about, okay, for $25 or $12.50, how many people need to come into my portrait studio to make this make sense? I mean, that's what it all comes down to for everybody, really. How many people do I need to start at the fast start where I make $111 or whatever it is? How many do I need to pay for this? Well, if I make 111 and this creates one lead for me every 4 months, then I'm even. What if it creates 5 customers for me every month? Then I'm way ahead of the game. And that's all it is, guys. That's all it is. And it gets it where people are, right on their phone. Hi Dale, this is an old contact, Kevin. Hey Kimball, it's been a long time. All right, we've already talked about it. I think I've already talked to you, Kevin. Just joined the training club. Welcome to the training club, Lucky. Next week I'll get back to 5 core stuff. I had to get this out tonight just because of my schedule, and I wanted to make sure that everybody that I knew involved in business, that I've let them know about this. And there's people tonight that missed this and will not watch the replay, that are going to be kicking themselves in about 3 or 4 months. Where's the smiles I'm so used to seeing? I don't smile a lot. I don't smile as much as I should. Oh, I know who that is. Is that my buddy in Hawaii? I hope that's my buddy in Hawaii. I haven't forgot if you're my buddy in Hawaii. Sure. Does the message disappear when the person leaves? Yes, it does. Or do they click something to remove the message? No, it leaves. That's a great question, Mike. It leaves. It automatically is gone. So again, people in the stadium, going through their phone in a stadium, and they click or whatever, they're sitting, they're waiting. That's to me, that's the real market. And once they're gone, they're gone. What is the website link? My website link is, oh, thank you, Scott. Scott put it in there. What is the link to join? Get back with the person that invited you to be here tonight. And if it was me, Scott's got my link there. Raphael asked, if I order tonight, when will it arrive? Right now, it's 2 weeks. The company's saying 2 weeks. It was 7 to 10 days. What was happening is they're waiting 4 days or 3 days, because what was happening were people were buying 1 and then they realized what they had and they would call them back and say, no, I want 8. So it's 2 weeks. Last I heard, every Saturday, corporate does updates and then they record them in the back office, so you can check that out. But last I heard, 2 weeks. Do you move customers from holding tank to one of your 3 downlines? Yes. So everybody that joins through your link, you'll click and you'll say holding tank, and it'll have all these people listed there. And then it's real easy. You just say, put them under this person, and it's real simple to do. Very intuitive. How do you become a customer first, then an affiliate? Same link, the same link. And then I assume that you can just upgrade to be an affiliate if you choose to down the road. Who would be my leader and phone number to do third-party calls when soliciting prospects? Ed, I don't think you should solicit prospects. I don't think you should do third-party calls. I sincerely don't. I just don't. That's not what this is about. It's about, because people see it immediately or they don't. Most people will, and the ones that don't, you don't have time to try to get them on a phone with a third party, because 99% of the people in business don't know about this yet, and they will. They absolutely, positively will. Every realtor, every insurance agent, every salon owner, every carpet cleaner, and everybody on this list. So it's the easy, I mean, so that's not what this is about. It's really not. It's not. I was telling somebody this week, I said, you know, people, it's hard for people to understand that have been involved in network marketing that this is not the game they've been playing. And it's sincerely not, because it's not a product that people have to put on their face or drink or consume. It's not about that. It's about creating leads for every small business in the world, everybody that's advertising every day. So it's a different game. It's just, it really sincerely is different. With the discount as an affiliate, you say it's $50 a month for one unit, 25. That is actually, that's correct, Mark. With the discount, that's right. If you order one unit and you want to become an affiliate, it would be $50 a month. Order mine and did not put a message on it. Should I put the message on it before I receive them? You can't do that, D, until they've been shipped. So when you go in your back office and you look at your orders, it'll say, I can't remember the word they use, but it's, and when it changes from in process to being shipped, then and only then do they give you the opportunity to put your message in. You can't even put your message in until they've been shipped. Do these come from Canada? Yes, they do. They do. Is each unit independent for messages, or does each unit you buy have the same message? You can go in, Ray, and if you have 3 units, you can do the exact same message and give them to 3 different people if you want. You have total control over that. You can go in and change your 40-character message. You can change the link that it goes to. But when you change it, it takes about 24 hours before it propagates and changes. When do you expect it to be available for iPhone? I have no idea. All I know is, all I've heard is iPhone is coming. That's all I know, Mike. And if iPhone was, see, I really thought that iPhone was about 80% of the market, if I had to guess, in the United States. So, you know, and they're saying, well, Android is 60% of the US market and 80% of the world market. I said, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. But when I went and did independent research, they say 60, it was 60 in last year, 2016. Now it's 55 in the US. It's 80% around the world. And that's all that I care. I have an iPhone, but my brother has an Android. One of my daughters has an Android. And if you asked me 10 days ago, what does your family have? I couldn't have told you. But it's 55% of the market in the US. So how often can you change the title? You can do it every hour if you want, but it takes 24 hours for it to propagate. If not removed from your holding tank within 30 days, our new affiliates automatically place another line outside of your initial 3. Man, that is a great question, Marcus. Get your 3. Get your 3. And after you have your 3, and you're building straight down, when somebody comes in, go ahead and move them. Because if you don't, you have 30 days to move them. And if you don't move them within the 30 days, they end up front line to you, which is, you don't want that. You want everything stacked straight down. That's a great question. Dale, are the FOBs programmed from the computer or from your Android phone? The computer. You go online and you can program them. Can you put different messages on each unit? Yes, you can. Can you get a free SSL certificate? Yes. Scott, yes, you can. Thank you for mentioning that. Can you explain the monthly fee one time? If you order 3 units, is there a monthly fee for all units? Yes, it would be 49. 3 units would be $49 a month, and that's to keep them active, like your satellite TV or whatever. So if you had 3 and you're not an affiliate, it's $25 or 30. It's $49 a month. If you're an affiliate, you add $25 to that for 3. Do you have an Android to use it? Do you have to have an Android to use it? No. I know the messages only go to Android users. Just wondering if you need an Android. No, you don't. I'm going to buy a notebook at some point, but no, you don't. You do not. Have you seen this in action personally? Yes, I have. And there are videos. There's videos. And see, what happens is, guys, if you go to YouTube and you click on Acervia Official, the official Acervia site, you'll see there's a lot of videos showing Indianapolis all over, showing this in use. So no question. And see, that's what, when I knew they were shipping and they were working, that's all I need. That's what I needed to know. They're shipping and they're working. Where can I see the replay? Scott, Scott's got it there. Yeah. Thank you, Scott. mmhelp.com/622 is where you'll see the replay. During propagation, does the previous message still work? Yes. It will work until the new one's up. Can we still do this if we have an iPhone? Absolutely, positively. Yes, I have an iPhone. I don't have an Android. You don't need an Android. You need internet access to get your message up there. Get your message up there. And then when you carry it around, everybody that has an Android within 100-yard radius, your message is going to end up in their notifications. It's that simple. Would it be a good idea to put your URL to your Acervia website after your 40-character message? Some people are doing that. They're promoting the Acervia with this. And, you know, my whole thing is I'm going to have 8 of them, and I'll figure out eight things that are working. And by this time next year, honestly, I could have 80 of these things. I mean, really, because I just see the possibilities as being endless. I mean, right outside our office here, every day traffic backs up, and I see people sitting there on their phone, and it's, I mean, the possibilities are absolutely endless. I literally didn't sleep after I saw this, and the last 10 days has been unbelievable. Because in your lifetime, in my lifetime as an entrepreneur, when you can get in front of something that you know is going to go, it's like I heard a preacher one time. He said, if we could see the future, we would all be financial wizards. And I felt like standing up on the pew and screaming, no, we wouldn't. Not if we don't take advantage of what we see. And for me, I've missed things, and I've also caught things, but I understand the difference between what's going to, you know, I think I have a good understanding of what has huge upside potential, because again, you have to say no to a lot of good ideas so you have time for the great ones. And I believe that. Are there geographical limits? I live in Iowa, and like for grandchildren to have one in Los Angeles, Kansas City, Boston. Would the messages have to be the same, or can I program each unit? Mary, you can give one to each grandchild, put on their backpack, or depending on how old they are, and you can be sitting in Iowa, and you can change the message on your computer. You can redo it. You can do whatever you want to do. I like it because you're thinking outside the box. Already ordered. How do I upgrade to affiliate? Thomas, when you go to your website at the bottom, there'll be a phone number or you can send a support ticket and let them know that you want to upgrade to be an affiliate or call the home office. That's the only way I know to do it. I just got an email telling me to log on and order my devices. How do I do that? Dale Calvert said, log into your account, Tony. It should be self-explanatory. Y'all are helping me. I have no idea how many of these I have. These are waterproof, right? Yes. I want to attach each one under the boardwalk every 100 yards. See, yeah, that's what I mean. I have visions of me, 57-year-old man fell out of the tree today at such and such park at Central Park in New York or whatever. It's like, yeah, you got it. Yeah. And it's like, Dale, is PayPal credit an option? If you have a card, I think it is, but I sincerely don't know. I know with debit cards, they're having some issues getting those processed, and they're doing some of them manually. And I sincerely don't know, KD. Can this device be used in another country? Absolutely. Everywhere where there's Android, which is 80% of the world. 80% of the world uses Android. 80% of the world. Can you order more units once the price changes? Great question, Deborah. If you order before July 1st, then you're locked in at that pricing. So I got locked in. I bought 8, $99, so I can buy 8 more at $99, 8 more at $99, however I want to do it. But you're locked in at that pricing. Would it be a bad idea to put your phone number in the 40-character message? Depends on what kind of business you're in. It's like, and in general, I don't want people calling me, because if they're calling me, I would rather them go somewhere else and hear the story than me say it. That's just how I feel. That's how I feel. Okay, good. I think we're through everything. Guys, get back with the person that invited you. Get registered on D&D team training, another D, DAND, teamtraining.com. We're going to Austin in the morning, or we're leaving tomorrow, event on Saturday, be back Sunday late, and then we're going to take everybody in our holding tank and get that set up again in the order in which they came in. If we didn't send you here, whoever sent you here, get back with them, because they're part of what we're doing. I have multiple businesses going on. This is not something, honestly, I think it's going to take on a life of its own with the people that we already have in network marketing. I think it's just going to take on a life of its own. So, and I told Dawn, we get back from Austin, we get everybody placed, then I'm taking a breath and figure out what the next move is. And I cannot tell you tonight what the next move is. I can tell you we'll support everybody to the best of our ability. I always have, always will. And I can also tell you, nobody sponsored me into this. I saw it, found it, watched it. Once I saw the difference between royalty and Acervia, and I knew Acervia is where I wanted to be, then I had to find a sponsor. And my criteria was, I'm looking for somebody that I know will support people, because I'm not going, I got more than I can pray over. I don't have time. This guy was for the last 40 nights, he's done a webinar every night at 8 o'clock and sit here and answer people's questions. That's the kind of support that I needed, because I knew what this was going to do. So I like to check one more time. 582 people registered for tonight. My gracious, that's phenomenal, guys, in June. That's phenomenal. I'm going to check real quick, see if there's anything else I need to answer, and then I'm going to get off of here. Now, I appreciate Scott, Lucas, Dawn, everybody helping me out here. This has been unbelievable. Does this need to be upgraded? I don't know what that means. Arlene, I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. Does this need to be upgraded? I'm not sure what that means. If I decide if it declines your bank card, call the bank, have restriction lifted because my bank saw it's going to Canada, and once it was lifted, restriction my card. Yeah. Thanks, Dee, for sharing people with that. Would it be okay? I think I've answered everything. Guys, thank you for being with me tonight. I appreciate it. I felt obligated to let every network marketer know about this because I knew if I didn't, somebody would. Awesome to have you with us. You'll be hearing from me again. Those are members of Training Club. I try not to mix Wildcat Gifts, Training Club, all the businesses that we have. I don't talk a lot about them. So that's why we're going to set up a Servia page for our team. It's actually already set up. Scott, if you're still on here, if you want to type in the link for the private Servia team, that would be good. You guys have a great evening. I'm gone, over, out. Talk to you when we get back from Austin. Thanks for being with us tonight. Next Thursday will be our regular no fluff webinar. We'll talk about 5 core stuff, basic stuff, help network marketers move their business forward. A survey will be something separate that you'll hear about as we move forward and move into other verticals and other things that we're thinking about doing. Really, I just need to stop and take a breath and regroup. I knew I had to hit it hard. We've done that. And I'm going to regroup, and I'll keep you guys in the loop. Thank you. God bless you. Have an awesome weekend. Good luck sleeping this weekend. I've already been down that road. Good night. Thank you.